Hey everyone, the video game lover here, and welcome to another edition of Games I Finished, where I talk about the games I finished for a certain month. Hard to believe that we're in September. I finished 8 games for the month of August, and only 3 systems: NES, PS2, N64. So without further ado, I guess we'll start with the N64. First up is Star Fox 64. Yeah, I know, right? Can you believe that I finally just finished this game? There's really not much to say other than this is one of the best games on the Nintendo 64. Plays very well still to this day, and it's definitely one of the best Star Fox games of all time. It's just a very, very fun game. You can have a quick playthrough of this game, and it just doesn't get old. Really good game. I also finished WCW vs. NWO World Tour for the N64. I might have to get another copy because, man, this copy has seen better days. But this is one of the first wrestling games on the N64 that was made by Aki in the US, that was released in the US. I think they did a few others before this game, but this is the one that Aki made first that came to the US. It's very short. There's not much about this game. It's still a good game. Let me explain why this is an important wrestling game though. Without this game, we wouldn't have had this amazing game. WCW Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, and No Mercy. This is the one that started it all. So even though graphically it looks pretty rough and there's not that much content, it's still fun to play. Still a really fun game to play. But one thing that suffers is, again, WCW Revenge exists, but still a good game though. Alright, next up we get some PS2 games, and I guess I'll start talking about this game, Max Payne. Holy shit. This was one of the most frustrating and hardest games I have played in a very long time. The amount of frustration that was building inside of me from this game was unheard of. And I didn't expect this game to be as hard as it was. I had no idea that Max Payne is a very difficult game, but Jesus Christ, man, this game just loves to throw enemies out of nowhere and you get easily shot and killed. You're gonna die and die and die and die again. Now, I had more to say of this game, a lot negative, but then I found out that the Xbox version is a lot better. I heard that the Xbox version is much better than this version, so I'm gonna play that version along with the second game. But man, this game was unbelievably frustrating. Still a good game, and I know that game has a big audience, but man, is that game hard. Next up, we have Pac-Man World Rally for the PS2. I actually think I should have gotten the PSP version, because the PSP version actually has an exclusive track and a few more unlockable characters, strangely. So I might get that on PSP. But I'm actually surprised that this game got the mediocre reception, because I think this is a pretty good Mario Kart clone. I don't think it's bad. It's pretty well made, I think. Some of the tracks can be a little bit annoying, but I think that this is a really good game, in my opinion. I think this is a fun racing game, especially if you're a fan of Pac-Man. I actually recommend this one. If you love Mario Kart, I think you'll like this one. It's really good, and one thing I like is there's no rubber banding. Rubber banding is where you're like in first place, and all of a sudden the computer just catches up to you like nothing. There's really none of that. This is a pretty decent game, in my opinion. Next we have Shrek 2 for the PS2. This was another one that I was surprised of. It's actually, I thought it was a platformer. It's actually more of a beat 'em up, and it's a pretty fun one. The one thing I don't like about this game though is the partner's AI can be dumb. There are times that they'll try to make a jump and they'll fall right into it and you have to start the section all over again, because you can't, none of your companions could die if they fall to their death. But still a good game. It plays really well. and I think it's a one if you're a big Shrek fan, I think everyone has played this. That's a good one. Alright, I finished 3 more NES games. First up, we have Silent Attack, an unlicensed game, and I only known this game because Megadan did a playthrough of it, and bad game. Really bad game. It plays fine, but it's not a good Contra knockoff. Moving along. Shatterhand for the NES. Another very good game by Natsume. I don't understand this company, man. They make banger after banger after banger on the NES. From Power Blade 2 it was literally on the top. Shadow the Ninja, and now Shatterhand. It's a really good game. The only thing I don't like about that game is the last level is very hard, because if you die once, you have to do the whole level all over again. And it's a tough level. It's a really tough level, but Shatterhand, really good game on the NES. And the last game that I finished for the month of August is Kickmaster on the NES. Another really unique game. It's like a medieval game, but you use your kicks. It's a pretty good 2D side-scroller with some really good music. But one thing I don't like about the game is the kicking can be a little bit clunky at times. It can be really, really iffy at times, trying to hit enemies, and you gotta make sure you get a lot of experience, because it's also like an RPG, because you level up. If you don't level up all that much, you're gonna die a lot in that game. But really good game. I enjoyed Kickmaster a lot. So anyways, guys, that's it for the games I finished. 8 games. I've already finished 3 so far for the month of September, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Video Game Loader 58, sign out. Peace.